This is my declaration of freedom from all control, AI, beings, and authority structures that interfere and harm against my sovereign free will. Let it be known that I withdraw consent. I terminate all contracts of agreements concluded by third parties regarding myself, and herewith return all liabilities and karmic implications to the contracting parties on all levels, dimensions, time, and timelessness. I withdraw consent to having any human being, living organism, machine, entity, person, corporation, secret group, or their representatives, their superiors, employers, their on and off-world allies, or anyone working for or with any of the above, to spy, to look into, to watch, or in any way invade my privacy for any harmful reason. Privacy is defined as my own unique personal life experience. I revoke, withdraw, and retract all harmful agreements for all my body's parts, fragments, atoms, DNA cells, etheric essences, and entirety of being, as an entire universe that I am, on all levels, dimensions, time, cycles of time, past, present, and future, and on all levels of existence, for all my bodies, from the core being of the one that I am to all my bodies across all universes, even in the folds of time and space where much is attempted to be in hiding. Each experience of my being is for my personal growth and development. It is not for corporations to seek profit from. They are not to be manipulated and controlled by any person, entity, corporation, government, religion, machine, being, except myself. These experiences, which are part of my unique life experience, cannot be used by any other being, human, entity, corporation, group, or any other example of someone or something that is not myself in any way that creates money and or capital for profit or control, whilst demeaning, degrading, or negatively affecting my living being. The monetization and collateralization of my personal energy and my personal being, myself, for the purpose of buying and selling or owning is forbidden under any and every terminology, language, contract that is in being and has been used to control and manipulate my personal energy and being. The monetization and collateralization of my personal human body, which houses my unique DNA, that is my private domain, for the purpose of buying, selling, owning, or controlling is forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, owning, and trading of my soul energy or my unique human body on or by any stock exchange, financial institution, corporation, government, religious organization in this world or any other world is expressly forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, and owning of my unique and personal DNA, energy, physical body, consciousness anywhere in any universe, dimension, astral level, time, world is forbidden and banned. The harvesting of my soul by any group, organization, corporation, government, religious sect, astral entity, galactic being, or anyone who is not myself is now forbidden, banned, and barred. Whatever the form it takes, my energy is my own creation, and I do not consent to having it harvested for others to use or to profit from. Such buying, selling, and controlling amounts to slavery and is forbidden by me under my own sovereign free will and law that I impose. I withdraw consent to the use of nanite technology, parasites, or any other type of infectious technology whatsoever, whensoever, or wheresoever, now, in the past, or in the future, to be used upon my human physical body or mind, consciousness or soul, whilst I am living here on earth or any places in and out of space and time wherein such forces can influence one's being. I withdraw consent to any type of mind control or the use of intelligent technology implants, physical, etheric, or astral, living or non-living, to be used on my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my magneto-dielectric body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body, which could possibly have any harmful effect upon my physical mind, body, consciousness, or soul in any way. I withdraw consent to the external creation of dreams when I am asleep. I withdraw consent to any other human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, dimensional being, entity entering my consciousness on any level, at any time, ever, if the intent is to bring harm unto myself and unlawful harm to another entity. I withdraw consent to any type of frequency wave currently being used or historically used to target my private and clearly designated unique human physical, etheric, or astral bodies, my DNA, my cells, or my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any way that is negative. This includes any type of exotic, secret, or covert Earth-based technology, which includes locations on the moon, asteroids, or other undisclosed places being used that projects pulses, sorcery, beams, or waves of any known frequency which has been seen to be detrimental to the human body, mind, consciousness, or soul. I withdraw consent to the use and effects of fluoride in the drinking water in addition to genetically modifying the food grown and sold for human consumption. I withdraw consent to aerosol sprays being placed in the air I breathe, nor to programming being inserted into music that I listen to. I withdraw consent and do not accept any programming placed into the audio and video images I am exposed to. I withdraw consent to the negative manipulation of the weather and to the poisoning of the earth because I know that these acts are harmful and unhealthy to myself and others. I withdraw consent to the use of physics. I withdraw consent to the use of psychics, black occult magicians, archons, demons, and negative spirits, or any entities using mental energies or any forms of frequency, harm, or attack against my living being or bodies, or using my bodies to inflict harm upon others. I withdraw consent to exotic machine-like robotic technology, either physically or etherically or astrally implanted, used in any way to track, alter, torment, attack, abuse, infect, or harm my body, my mind, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul at any time, at any place, for any reason. I withdraw consent to any deception being used on my living being at any time, anywhere, which creates any negative outcomes concerning the health and welfare of my own personal body, mind, and soul, also known as my own personal living being, or to my free will, my prosperity, my wealth, or my happiness, also described as my life. I am using my sovereign lawful will and intention to declare and order that no energetic can deceive me personally in any way that affects me harmfully or negatively. No treaty made with any human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, whether on or off this planet, is valid if that contract or treaty is in any way affects my life or my body, mind, consciousness, or soul in any measurable negative and harmful way. No treaty made by anyone anywhere is valid if it collaterally affects my living and breathing being, my life, my happiness, or my prosperity in a harmful or negative way without my full, comprehensive, and transparent consent to said or stated treaty. If I personally am not party to such a treaty, this includes all corporate treaties and contracts as well as any treaties or contracts considered to be off-world in or interdimension. I remove all prior consent to deception, harm, enslavement, or control of my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my magnetodielectric body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body on any and all levels. Any previous contracts or perceived consents through any form of tacit or assumed consent is now completely null and void, forbidden and banned upon all levels of existence. Any contracts made during any of my previous on or off-earth world incarnations that involve gross deception, gross violation, trickery, mind control, black magic, occult sorcery practice are all here and now made permanently null and void. Okay. No contract I have signed or agreed to, either in writing or as an assumed or tacit agreement as concerns incarnations in any way, shape, or form upon the earth is valid regardless of any perceived amount of time or space, physical, dimensional, or otherwise, has transpired since that original contract or agreement was begun. If any previous consents or contracts of which I was a party involved me being under duress and or were made as a result of deception, they are all now deemed invalid. If any of my previous consents or contracts involved intentions or using me to serve another selfish agenda or purpose, they are all now invalid. Any person, being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, consciousness that wishes to have a contract with me, my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my magnetodielectric body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body, must do so in complete transparency with every single piece of that contract consent explained in full detail with absolutely no missing information or obligations left unstated or unexplained, and must be written out in full with my fully conscious approval and wet ink signature. Public notice to Earth's criminal harm inducing appointed caretakers or leaders Public notice to Earth's criminal harm-inducing appointed caretakers or leaders, including earthly visitors, whom are their supporters, and any being, entity, corporation, government, religion, machines, or person aligned in any of these beings. If any such things as listed above are being done or ever were done, then those acts occurred without my consent and will be considered deception and are void and null. All tacit or presumed consent by me for any act of doing done by another person, entity, being, etc., that affects me in any way that I perceive as negative, harming, or controlling my free will whatsoever is hereby now permanently removed and challenged and denied. It is denied to any and all beings or entities unless a current contract or treaty has been negotiated with me personally. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. No further notice is deemed necessary, and this is now both written and recorded on this planet, Earth, Gaia, and upon all off-world dimensional universal records. If any human being, entity, government, religion, corporation, group from this planet, Earth, Gaia, any dimension, any universe, any perceived other level of existence, wishes to form any contracts or agreements or treaties with me, they must do so face to face in this physicality that my human body resides in on this planet, in full acknowledgement and agreement of my free will to choose to do so, only under the agreements written in this declaration. I have the right of my own sovereign will to change, update, and modify this declaration at any time. I don't know where it stopped. That's crazy. Guess I'm gonna start. Public notice to Earth's criminal harm-inducing appointed caretakers or leaders, including earthly visitors whom are their supporters, and any being, entity, corporation, government, religion, machines, or person aligned in any of these beings. If any such things as listed above are being done or ever were done, then those acts were done without my consent and will be considered deception and are void and null. All tacit or presumed consent by me for any act of doing done by another person, entity, being, etc., that affects me in any way that I perceive as negative, harming, or controlling my free will whatsoever is hereby now permanently removed and challenged and denied. It is denied to any and all beings or entities unless a current contract or treaty has been negotiated with me personally. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. No further notice is deemed necessary, and this is now both written and recorded on this planet, Earth, Gaia, and upon all off-world dimensional universal records. If any human being, entity, government, religion, corporation, group from this planet, Earth, Gaia, any dimension, any universe, any perceived other level of existence wishes to form any contracts or agreements or treaties with me, they must do so face to face in this physicality that my human body resides in on this planet, in full acknowledgement and agreement of my free will to choose to do so, only under the agreements written in this declaration. I have the right of my own sovereign will to change, update, and modify this declaration at any time.